I'm here with my friend Al. He's an Eagle Scout, and he's going to talk to me a little bit about what it took to become an Eagle Scout, and I guess just in general the whole Boy Scout organization. How are you doing, Al?
I'm peachy.
For my project, I decided to ask Al about his, what do you say, 10-year? How long have you, were you?
That depends. If you mean just Boy Scouts, then it's 8 years. And if it's...
All together with Cub Scouts?
All together with Cub Scouts, like, at least 11 or 12.
Okay. So, what age did you begin?
I began when I was, I guess it was kindergarten, I think, when you're a tiger cub.
Mm-hmm.
You're a little kid, and you do fun stuff. Crafts, mostly.
What got you into Boy Scouts?
I don't really remember. My parents just because I didn't like sports, my parents would try to make me play soccer, and I hated it, and they made me play baseball for a year, and I was like, eh. And they never made me do football, which I think I probably would have enjoyed, so I wouldn't have ever wanted to do Boy Scouts, but I'm glad that I did Boy Scouts. Okay,
Al, so, can you tell me a little bit about the history of Boy Scouts?
Let me see. Back in the late 1800s, there was a war in Africa. It was called the Boer War, and Lord Baden-Powell was a military officer, and he saw like the kids, like the little guys of the people around, because there was Africa had a lot of British population, and they were like, we want to help, and Lord Baden-Powell was like, well, you can't fight, but you can like help on the battlefield and treat wounds. And they were scouts, and they were Boy Scouts, hence the name. And then after the war ended, he thought it was a really cool idea, and he brought it back to England, and then it crossed over sometime. I think in between. Either right before the First World War or in between World War I and World War II. And then from there it just kind of took off.
Let's just actually go back to just a question about becoming an Eagle Scout in general. How difficult do you think it was, and can you perhaps give our audience a little taste of like what you had to accomplish to get to that position?
Well, first of all, I guess the percentage of people that get there, I don't really know. I think it's they flash around numbers like 1 or 5%. I think it's only 1. Like 1 in every 100 Boy Scouts will get Eagle, and it makes it sound like a lot rarer than it is. Like my troop has had like 10 Eagles within the last 5 years, I think.
Oh, okay.
We're one of the best troops in the state for. We're one of the best troops in the state for turning out Eagles. Mostly because my troop is really, really well put together, and we have a lot of good resources, and it's one of the only ones in our area. Basically, what you needed, the big thing is everyone talks about the Eagle Project, which is a community service project that benefits your school, your church, or just your community. And you can do many things. People do a wide variety of things. From some people, my project was I made a 200-foot long gravel pathway from my church's pavilion to a dirt road, because it was hard to get to, because it was in a field, and so like old people couldn't get to it. And like some people do just projects for their school, cleaning up playgrounds, cleaning up fields, cleaning up like a nature trail, doing maintenance, creating things that the community needs. And then, but you need 100 hours of other people's work, which is one of the big requirements, which means you are telling people what to do. And like the whole thing is that it includes your entire troop. So it takes all your knowledge that you've gathered from your entire Boy Scout career, all the leadership stuff, and then you take all those resources and you pull them, and then you do this project. And like your work hours don't count. I mean, you do add them up and you put them in the report, but they don't count for the 100.
So it's 100 hours of other people's work.
Yeah. So basically, it just says like you are, even though you're a big part of it and you're planning it and you're telling them what to do, other people have to do this. You have to manage people.
So you think this just in terms of like leadership skills, this is like a big.
This is a big thing. Yeah.
Okay. So I just want to thank Al for joining me in this short little interview.
No problemo, man.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, dude.